everybody, and welcome to Hijinks, Hoodwinks, and Histrionics. That's the title of our Japanese performance this spring. It's primarily Kyogen plays. Kyogen, many of you know them because you came last year. They are short, humorous plays dating back as early as the 1300s, most of them from the 1500s, still performed today to very enthusiastic audiences in Japan with many performers. So Kyogen is the first form that I really performed lots of and really enjoyed as a graduate student and continued on as a professor when I had the opportunity to go to Japan and study. I'm Larry Kominz. I'm the director of this production and the now emeritus professor of Japanese literature and drama. And I teach this one course where we we study academically, but we also prepare this group of plays. So today, we will also present one kabuki play at the end, and you'll be able to see the difference between Kyogen and kabuki. As I said, I did this as a graduate student, and when I came here, I really wanted to teach my students, give them the opportunity to perform, and we began my very first year here with these spring term recitals. Very, very minor in terms of the number of students, and what we were wearing was just cotton yukata. And then I married my wife Toshimi, who is a kimono expert, became one, and you'll see glorious costuming. That really began, several years into our marriage. Began in the late 80s, and we've been developing it right on through. So now we have really wonderful productions for you. Today's a bittersweet day for me because my mother, who always came to these shows and really loved them, passed away on May 17th. She was a donor to them ever since she moved to Portland in 2019. And so I'm dedicating this performance to her, and there'll be a special an interesting dedication to her spirit for the kabuki play. And I'll tell you how much she loved kabuki right before the kabuki play. You'll see her name, Eleanor Condliffe, amongst the donors with an in memoriam next to it. I know that many of her friends are here tonight, and I want to welcome you. Think of this production as dedicated to Eleanor Condliffe. We have here wonderful calligraphed signs that have the name of each play on them, and I'll be coming to change the sign every time we do a play. Our first one is called Tied to a Pole, Bo Shibari, and that's what it says here. Before I talk about Bo Shibari, I do have to do two things. I want to also thank our other donors. We always have support from the Portland Shokokai, so give them a hand. And there could be representatives here. And Laura Schlafly is here, and she's always donated in past years, and others whose names are there in the program. The signs are by Nakagawa Kumiko, a calligraphy teacher and friend of my wife, Toshimi. Bo Shibari is our first play, Tied to a Pole. I performed this back in 1979 in Japanese. It was the only way I knew how to perform in those days, in Kyoto at the Fushimi Inari Shrine as the lead role of Jiro Kaja. And then I performed it in English with my students in St. Louis in 2018 as the master, the minor role. And we just discovered, unfortunately, only 20 minutes ago, that the actor, student, Hannah, who is going to be playing Taro Kaja, the second servant, suddenly became very, very ill and can't go on. Well, it's the job of the teacher to be able to play every single role in a program like this. I've never played it before, but I'm going to do it now. I'm not dressed in the costume of Taro Kaja. I'm dressed to be a singer and a stage assistant, but I'm going to do what I can to play Taro Kaja in Bo Shibari in English, and we will get underway as soon as I can get back there, and it's the first play. So here we go. We'll see what happens.
Go on business over the mountain. Whenever I go out, Taro and Jiro always get drunk on my sake. Today, I'll tie them up tightly. Yai yai, Taro, where are you? Where are you?
Here I am.
Good. You came quickly. It's nothing special, but I want you to tie Jiro up.
That's a strange request. What on earth for?
No particular reason. How can we get him?
Let's see. I know. These days he's been working on stave fighting. One of the fighting techniques is called the night stave. If we can get him to show us, that's the time to tie him up.
A fine idea. You call Jiro.
Yes, sir. Jiro! Jiro! The master wants you.
Tell him I'm on my way. Jiro is before you.
You came quickly. I hear you've been working on stave fighting. How about a demonstration?
What? Not me.
Don't be sly. Taro told me.
What? You told him?
Yup.
Well, then I guess you've got me. I'll show you a couple of things I've learned. This is my stave. If you hold it like this and walk along, if a thug comes up, you're ready to defend yourself like this. If he backs off, you pursue like this and poke him in the chest. If he keeps fighting, you fight like this.
Very impressive. Now, show me the night stave.
The night stave? That's a secret technique. Taro, you told him about that too?
Yep.
Well, then I guess I'll have to show you. This technique is great because no one suspects you. You hold the stave like this and walk along, and if a thug comes up on your right, wham! You knock them cold. Or, if a thug comes up on your left, wham! You knock them cold. And sometimes I just walk around like this.
Hey, watch where you're going.
Hey, you can hurt someone!
Don't worry. Yes, with the night stave technique, you are completely invulnerable.
Gotcha.
What are you doing?
Can't you tell?
What are you doing?
I'm just following orders.
Are you kidding me? I thought I could trust you.
Just following orders.
How much is he paying you?
Get over there.
My, don't you look funny? Tied up like a chicken in a smokehouse. Bark, 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 bark.
Gotcha.
Hey, what are you doing?
Can't you tell?
What are you doing?
Yeah, tie him up good and tight.
Hey, you traitor.
Hey, I'm just following orders like you said. I should call you Taro Tisserie, huh?
You two, listen to me. I'm going on business. Over the mountain. You two guard the house.
What? You expect us to guard the house like this?
Hey, untie us.
I'm leaving. Guard the house well.
If a thief comes, we'll let him in.
If a burglar comes, we'll look the other way.
I'm off. Goodbye.
Well, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Let's sit down and try to figure this out.
Good idea.
Yatona. I wonder why he did this.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I know. It's because whenever he goes out, you drink his sake.
No, it's because you drink his sake.
No, you.
No, you.
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 You. Well, I guess it's because we both drink his sake.
You're absolutely right.
Well, being tied up like this sure makes me thirsty.
You're right. I'd sure like to drink some sake right now.
I wonder if there's some way we can get at it.
Yeah, I wonder how.
I know. I'm all tied up like this, but look. My hands can move.
They're moving all right.
With my hands this free, there's no way I can't open the cellar door. I'll give it a try. Yatona. Goro. Goro. Goro, 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 goro.
It opened right up.
Oh, look at all these casks. Which one will be open?
You're the host today. You decide.
Yeah, I'm the host. All right, I'll open the one with the wax paper seal. Muri, 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 bassari. Ah, what a fine aroma.
It smells great, even over here.
I'll get something to scoop it with. I'll I'll go scoop some out. Yato na. It'd be a privilege to serve you first, but since I did all the work, I'll take the first drink.
Are you gonna drink tied up like that?
Are you gonna stop me? Oh. Oh. Oh.
Hey, you're spilling it, you're spilling it, don't spill it!
Damn, it's frustrating. Well, what can I do? Here, you drink first.
You're gonna let me drink first?
Yeah. Well, did you get a good drink?
Yeah, it's absolutely delicious sake.
Man, it really looks like great sake. Really good for the joints, too.
Why is Taro so old?
Yeah. I'll go scoop some more out. Yato na. All right. This time, there's no way I'm not drinking it.
You're gonna drink like that?
Are you gonna stop me? I don't see you. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Hey, you're spilling it again! Stop spilling!
Ah, damn, it's frustrating. I hate when you're right. Well, what can I do? I guess I'll have to let Taro drink. Again.
You're gonna let me drink again?
Yeah. Well, how was it?
It's absolutely delicious sake. The more you drink, the better it tastes.
Man, it really looks like great sake, but you do all the drinking, and I can't manage to drink any. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, what are we gonna do? I've got an idea.
What is it?
Go scoop some more.
Right. Yato na. Now what?
Well, I'm all tied up like this, but look. My hands can move.
They're moving all
My
right.
hands is free. There's no way I can't hold the ball. Give it to me.
Right. Have you got it?
I got it.
Okay.
Sort it. Sort it. Sort it. Sort it. Sort it. Sort it. Well, did you get a good drink?
Yeah, and it's just as delicious as you said. I'll go scoop some more out.
How about a song?
Yeah. It's floating. It's floating. The lily in the sake. Yes, it is a wonderful sake party. Yes, it is a wonderful sake party. This party keeps getting better and better.
It sure does. Well, give me the ball and drink up.
Yeah. Have you got it?
I got it.
getting more delicious.
Scoop out some and I'll sing a song.
All right.
Za, 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 ah. Za, 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 ah. The seagull on the beach is drunk. Za, za, za.
You really are a great singer.
You think so?
All right, come on and drink up.
Okay.
You deserve it. Sore, 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 sore. I'll go sing this time. Za, 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 ah. Za, 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 ah. Multnomah Falls or Sake Falls. Za, za, za. It sure is a great party.
It sure is.
Boy, isn't our master a fool? He tied us up like this and thinks we can't get at his sake. That means he'll take his time coming home. We'll be able to drink for hours.
You're right. We sure fooled him. Well, it's your turn. Give me the bowl.
Right. Taro, look in the bowl.
What's wrong with the bowl?
Just look at it.
Okay.
Well, doesn't it look like our master's face?
It sure does.
I wonder what his face is doing in the bowl.
I wonder what it's doing there.
I know. Master tied us up like this, but suspects we might get at his sake anyway. So his spirit is appearing in the bowl.
Yeah, that must be it.
Let's go see if it's appearing in the cask, too.
Great idea.
Look, there it is.
Right, there it is.
Oh my, isn't it a nasty looking fish?
Yes. Truly disgusting.
That face floating there reminds me of a song. There is one moon
And one reflection.
on the tide of sake. Our master floats. He's ours, but not our master.
I can't stand it. What do you say?
Oh,
It's master.
Oh, it's master.
Yai! You bastards!
Welcome back, master.
What is the meaning of this?
I'm getting out of here. Forgive me.
I won't let you get away with it. Come back here. There's another around here somewhere.
Welcome back, master.
What do you mean, welcome back? You two were drinking again, don't keep talking nonsense to me, I'll beat you.
Did you say beat?
That's right.
If there's a beating, I'll use the night stave.
The night stave?
Yat
What are you
or
doing?
not?
What
Yat
are
or
you
not? Let me off, let me off. Oh, let me off, let me off.
Somebody grab that hoodlum. Don't let him get away.
It was going to be even better with Hannah doing that. They were such a great combo, Hannah and Benji. Now, I'm sure you guys haven't seen this one and wondering, I wonder what it's like in Japanese, which is the way it was originally written, the way it's originally performed. And you're going to get to see that right now. We have two students performing bonsai, which is the bonsai thief in Japanese. The lead role of the thief is being played by a student who is graduating. I guess officially her ceremony will be tomorrow. One of our top performers, a senior, Harley Hansen. She was one of our so good. We took her to perform on real no stages in Japan last September. But she's been performing in English until now. You'll see her performing in Japanese from the early 1600s as if it's her native language. Just like you used to do. Just like you both used to do. And the owner of the bonsai trees is one of our fine graduate teaching assistants, Uno Sensei. So now enjoy the bonsai thief.
これはこれのあたりのものでござる。この中世間に盆栽の流行りをおびただしことでござる。またここに孝一郎殿と申しておびただしゅ盆栽の生じ出された人がござる。常々所望いたせども一つもくれられん。今宵密かに忍びいて案内なしに一つ二つ取ってまいろと存ずる。まず急いで参ろう。まことにしはいい人でご 聞きつけせぬやらひどうともせぬ。されば義明を来よう。えいやっとな。これさえごせば心安に。さればこそこの辺りにおびただしゅ盆さんがある。これにいたそうか。これもよかろうか。これは見事なり。これも見事じゃ。
やあやあ、
ナムさんも聞きつけたそうだ。まずこのボンさんの影。ガクブリャ。
いどもはこのところは防ぐぞ。はい、まっと出せ。やるまいぞ、やるまいぞ。俺はいかなこと。あの王子が狩りをして盆さんの裏へ隠れたと言うて言えまいことは、あれは確かにハーリーじゃ。常々盆さんを所望いたせども、やらぬによって今宵取りに参ったものであろう。散々殴って返そうと存ずる。はあ、今盆さんの裏へ隠れたる者、人かと思うたれば人ではないそうな。
やれやれうれしや。まず人でない
あれは犬じゃ。
という。犬じゃというは。
犬ならば人と聞いて脅しそうなものじゃな。
これは脅さずはなるまい。
脅そうぞよ。
にゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃに
さればこそ犬の真似をしたもそっとのあぶろう。はあ、犬かと思うたれば犬ではない。
犬でないという。
あれは猿じゃ。
猿じゃというわ。
山へは通し、何として猿が来たことじゃ知らん。猿ならば見せぜりをして泣きそうなものじゃが、
これも泣かずはなるまい。
泣こうぞよ。さてさて、面白いことじゃ。今度はキャツが消せぬことを言いたいものじゃが、いや、いたしようがござる。はあ、今よう見れば猿でもない。
また猿でないという。
あれはタイじゃ。
タイじゃというわ。
タイならば
Subtitles are being run by our students, several of whom learn how to do theater subtitles as part of the class. The class has an academic component for about half of the newcomers, and then some of our experienced students in the program. They're taking this after having done the academic class. They want to keep performing so they can take special performance workshop and do rehearsals only. Moving along in the program, we're coming to a dance and singing portion. And what are these dances? These are dances which take place in no plays, or in Kyogen plays mainly. We have one no dance, I'll tell you about in a minute. In Kyogen plays, they're called komai, little dances. And we're going to do 3 of them, and we're going to do one dance from the no drum. The first one is called Yoshinoha, and it's a moon viewing dance about a geisha. It's from the point of view of the geisha's patron, singing about her. He wishes he could be with her, but she now has just had a little baby and is taking care of the baby and not meeting her patron these days. And you'll see that it's all about a beautiful moonlit night as well. And it's performed in a play that I performed in myself. So for this, we use a chorus, and then the dancer dances to the accompaniment of the chorus. So chorus, please come out now. Okay, and the first dance, as I said, is the Yoshino Geisha.
The pretty geisha from
dance is a more masculine dance. It's called Iwatobi, cliff jumping. And it's like diving and jumping off a cliff. You guys, I'm sure everyone knows Japan's martial arts. They were not really sports in medieval Japan. They were a form of training. And there weren't any real sports, but there were various athletic ritual practices. Probably the best known one is sumo, which is now a sport, but it was part of Shinto ritual in the ancient times, right into medieval times. Didn't get commercialized until Edo period. Iwatobi is a much lesser known athletic ritual. It took place on the island of Chikubushima in Lake Biwa. It's been described in literature like the Essays in Idleness and so forth. And young men would worship the sun and the moon and other deities, and then they would leap off the cliff into the water as part of their ritual worship. That's what we're going to see today, and it's a totally unique dance in that it ends with a sneeze. Why a sneeze? Because the water in the lake is so cold. So this will be sung in Japanese, and once again, we have our students running subtitle or supertitles for the Japanese lyrics. Now, Iwatobi, come on outside. We have two more dances and then the intermission. The next dance is our only dance from the No drama. We spend about a month learning about the No drama in the class, and I'm not going to tell you much about it at all, except that it's a very serious lyric form that dates back to the medieval period.
and Kyogen plays were initially performed as comic interludes between these serious plays. And still, in a No program, there's always at least one Kyogen on the program, always between these serious lyric No programs. In No, the main character is almost always supernatural. And in the play, we're going to see an excerpt of now he's a ghost. He died in battle in the famous Genpei War between the Heikei and the Genji. He died in 1183. He's a historical figure. But in the No play, his former friend, who's still alive, now a priest, is holding a memorial service for him, and at the service is his lute, an instrument, stringed instrument he played along with his friend when he was alive and living at court. And the sound of its strings summoned his ghost back at night in this nighttime service. And for the body of the play, there's a recollection of the days that he misses so much because he was killed in battle when he was a late teenager, maybe 17 or 18. But music was his true love. But then something horrible begins to happen, and that's where our dance will come in. And that is that hell, a warrior who dies in battle goes to the warrior hell. And hell is summoning him back. And for this liminal period of our dance, his friend can see his spirit suffering in hell. And he recognizes that his suffering and his torment is visible to his old friend, and he's humiliated and devastated. And finally his ghost disappears, but being seen is to this ghost a terrible source of shame and despair. So this is a very serious dance. It's the hardest No dance I ever learned. So I decided to challenge my top dancing student, who also has been to Japan to perform on real No stages, Lumi P. Matern, but this is one I did in my 20s and I couldn't do now. And I'm glad Lumi P is healthy and can do it, because I wouldn't be able to substitute for her on this one, I don't think. I will do the singing. This one will be in Japanese. So once again, look at your super titles for the lyrics.
Yaku 계산 도태 손놈이와 그님 낯은 너무 신우 이워 계산도 점이 이리때 아라시 도모니 도모시비워 아라와시 도모니 도모시비워 흑이 계시대 그라만이레이오리 파크레이와 우세니키리 하크레이는 승어타워 우세니키리 Well, that was a pretty intense dance, but I think it shows you the strength and the appeal of no drama a little bit. We're going to go back to Kilgan for the piece that brings us to intermission, a much lighter piece. I think we want to go on a happy route into intermission. And the title of the piece is written here. It's Usagi. I have not written a translation of it in your program. So if you know what Usagi means, don't tell your neighbor, because it's a riddle dance. And it's one of the interesting dances where you sing your own accompaniment. You don't have a choral accompaniment. We're going to do it first in Japanese, so you can try to figure it out even if you don't know Japanese. And then we're going to do it in English, and this will give it away. So and we're going to do it as a big group. So all Usagi dancers, please come out now. All the way to about, about there. So we got 8 Usagi dancers, and we're doing it back up just a little. The next line is going to be more wordy. Okay. All right. And let's go ahead and start Usagi.
あの山からこの山へ飛んできたるは何ちゃんの頭に2つふっと細べなのでピンと跳ねたちゃんと水したあれあれうさぎちゃ
All right, that's the Japanese version. Linesman. Okay, I think we'll make it. All right. The curtain's going to close on this one, and we'll move into intermission. So we've got to make sure there's space just right. Usagi in English.
From that mountain to this mountain, what is it that comes hopping along with 2 floppy things on its head, thin and long? Suddenly it stands up straight, and now it bounds away. Look, look, over there! It's a rabbit!
come on back for many more Hoodwinks and Hijinks and part 2. so this time it's a translation. This is an old word for a scammer. It's called Maisu. What it means is a priest that sells stuff. And we couldn't have that in this play. What about new Kyogen plays? Actually, many of them are written. They're not, in general, more popular than the old classical repertory. You've seen two of them so far, the Taifu Pole, and you've seen the Bonsai Thief. But they are written and they are performed. One of my young colleagues has already written about 80 or 90 of them, sometimes by request for special occasions. The weirdest one I ever saw that my teacher wrote was Nothing But Melons Acting. And the prefecture of Nara, which is a watermelon producing prefecture, had paid him a big commission to write about how watermelons were developed from two other kinds of melon. It was one of the most boring new and what was the costume? A normal Kyogen costume with big melons on it. But this is a play by our student, Tiffany Purvis, who's with us for her 4th year. Started way back in 2021. And if you are in the academic portion of the class, you have writing assignments. And for one of the longer writing assignments, you have a choice, you aren't required. You can try to begin writing a Kyogen play. I'll take a look at those early attempts in spring right now. About 3 of the students have started them. And I'll see, is one of them really going to work on stage? And if it is, I'll work with that student in fall and winter, and we'll get it ready for a world premiere in the spring production. The name of this play in English is The Trickster. Tiffany had her favorite actor from last year. She wanted to be in the lead, and I said, it's your play, Tiffany, you can have Sky in the lead. And so that's what we've got, The Trickster, world premiere, new Kyogen play in English. Enjoy this one.
Whoa, that was close. You might be wondering who I am. Well, I am what they call a trickster. I trick people into giving me things, all sorts of things, from money to jewels. I come up with schemes, get people to give me things, and then I run out of town. Sometimes I get caught up in the middle of a scheme. My. It seems I ran all the way to a new town. I wonder if this town has people to scheme and treasures to obtain. Wow, what a nice temple this is. And look at this great Buddha statue. It doesn't look like there's anyone around, though. Oh, and look, over here are some priest robes. I know what I'll do. I'll pretend to be a priest and trick people into giving offerings to the Buddha, and then I'll take them and sell them. Oh, these priest robes are simply fabulous. Oh, what a nice color they are, too. I can't wait to try them on. They're going to fit just perfectly. And like that. Ah, yes, these will do just nicely. And now, I'll wait behind the Buddha statue.
servant of Baron Ichijo. I've come all the way from the Baron's palace to seek guidance and atone for something I feel awful about. I wonder if I can find a priest. Look at this impressive Buddha. Oh, great Buddha. I am a servant of Baron Ichijo, and I hope I can find a priest to help me atone for the trouble I've caused.
Why, hello there, young man.
Are you a priest?
Of course I am. Why do you think I wear these robes? To look stylish?
No, I guess not. But are you the only priest here?
Yes. All of the others went for a stroll. Come now, tell me your problem.
Oh, priest, I've traveled far and wide to find a priest to help me solve a terrible problem.
Well, come over here, and you can tell me all about it. Yattona. Now then, tell me, what is your terrible problem?
Oh, priest, I've done a terrible thing to my master.
Forgot the tea?
No.
Forgot the bath?
No, much more horrible than that.
Well, are we going to play 20 questions all day? Or are you going to tell me about this horrible, terrible thing that you've done, my dear servant?
Oh, it's just so awful, I can't say it out loud.
There. There is no one here but us two. This is the place where you can freely speak your mind, your most heartfelt desires, or your most terrible crimes.
You won't judge me?
Of course not. I'm a man of the Buddha. I will not judge you, no matter your sin.
Well, it was at my master's palace, and I was just cleaning in his room full of lovely artworks. I was dusting his beautiful bowl. I picked it up to admire it, and then, kusame! Garari! Ching! It fell and was smashed into 1,000,000 pieces.
There. Now, what kind of tea bowl was it?
It was a rare and valuable Raku bowl.
What? You mean to tell me that you broke a rare and valuable Raku bowl? You idiot! Can you repair it?
No, I told you it was smashed into 1,000,000 pieces. Oh, priest, please tell me something I can do to solve this problem and regain favor with my master. Please help me.
Of course the Buddha can help you. If you pray fervently, he can provide you with an even better Raku bowl. But you must bestow upon the Buddha an offering to go along with your prayers. I'm sure that if you bring your best sword to this temple, the Buddha will provide you with what you need.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. Now, go home and bring your best sword to this temple by sunset for the Buddha.
Of course I will. Oh, thank you so much.
That first guy was so easy to trick. First it's a sword. Now I'll have to wait and see when the next fool comes along.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone there?
Why, yes, I am here.
Are you the priest that resides here?
Why, yes, I am. Come now, Tell me your troubles. Yatona.
Well, as you can see, I'm a wife who's been terribly wronged. I still live in my own house in this province. After my husband ran off with another beautiful woman, I've been so angry and lonely.
Really? And where did he meet this beautiful woman?
Why do you need to know that?
Well, I just need to know the whole story, so I can help you, of course.
Well, anyway, I found out he was cheating on me. I confronted him, and he decided right then and there to lie to me.
Really? And what did he say?
What do you think? What did he say? He said, I just fell out of love with you. I've fallen in love with a younger person. He also said that I'm not the most beautiful woman anymore. He's grown tired of me.
So what did you do?
What do you think I did? I beat him with my rake. Until he confessed.
And did he?
Did he what?
Did he confess?
Oh, yes, he confessed. After a while. He just said that I wasn't pretty enough. Oh, he was younger and better. Oh, what do I have to do to get him to fall back in love with me? Please, tell me, what should I do?
This is what you must do. Go home to your closet and bring your finest and prettiest kimono to this temple by sunset. Once you pray and give it as an offering to the Buddha, I'm sure that your husband will fall in love with you again.
You think so?
I know so.
Oh, thank you. I'll be back soon with my finest and prettiest kimono.
Oh man, those fools are right in the palm of my hand! Once I get that kimono and the sword, I am out of here. Nothing could possibly stop me now.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Damn it, I spoke too soon. Why, yes, I am here.
Are you the priest here at this temple?
Of course I am. Why do you think I wear these robes? Do you see anyone else here that's dressed like me?
I'm sorry. I've just come such a far way in search of a priest. My village's priest left on a long journey, and we don't know when he'll be back.
Now what brings you to a temple to seek the assistance of a priest?
I'm so ashamed to admit it that I can't say it out loud.
Come over here, and you can tell me all about it. Yatona. Well, go on.
Well, I did something so terrible with my land, and now I don't know what to do.
Surely it can't be that bad.
Actually, it is that bad.
Well, what did you do?
Well, I gambled away my land in a game and lost it.
What was that? I couldn't quite catch that.
I gambled away my land in a game and lost it.
Could you say that one more time?
I gambled away my land and I lost it! Sorry, was that that too loud?
Not at all. I only need one good ear. Anyways, how did you lose your best rice field?
How? Well, I had just finished with my landed work in the fields. And in the village, there was a great game going on. It was Hanafuda, my very best game. And everything was going so well. All I needed was one more card, the sake cup, to complete the moon viewing set. But Taro had it and I lost! I usually am quite good at the game, though.
Not good enough if you lost your best land.
What was that?
Oh, nothing. Please, continue.
Anyways, I gambled away all my land, and now I'm down on my luck with this fever still burning inside of me. Oh, please, help me break this gambling habit before I die a broken and lonely man.
Well, I'll tell you what. How good are you at finding poor fools such as yourself? I mean, fellow gamblers.
Pretty good.
Well, can you write down the times and locations of gambling games going on in this town and the next town over?
Wait, how will that help me break my gambling addiction?
Well, it will help cleanse your soul. Because when you think about it and write it all down and bring the list here, you can pray to the Buddha to erase this obsession from your soul. And you'll never gamble again.
Okay, then I'll do it.
Great. Now, go and bring that list and write it all down to this temple by sunset.
Wait, why by sunset?
Well, that's when I leave town. Go on a special meditation session.
Oh, in that case, then okay. Thank you so much.
Oh man, my plan is coming into place perfectly! Once I get that list, I'll be able to meet my next target in gambling sessions. Those poor fools are always the most vulnerable and gullible people I know. Once I get all the items from these poor saps, I am out of here. I think I'll take a quick rest behind the Buddha statue.
Hello? Priest? I've brought my sword so the Buddha can give me a tea bowl.
Hello? I'm back with my finest and prettiest kimono, so my wish for my husband to fall back in love with me can be fulfilled.
Hello? I'm back with this list so my Buddha can cure me of my gambling addiction. Wait, what's that fine sword you have there?
The priest said if I brought this sword, it would help solve my problem. What about you, woman? Why did you bring your kimono?
Well, the priest told me if I brought my finest kimono, then my husband would fall back in love with me. What about you? What's on that piece of paper?
Oh, this? It's a list of places gambling are going on in this village and the next one.
Wait a minute. Something doesn't smell right.
What do you mean?
As offerings to the Buddha, a sword and a kimono make sense. But a list of gambling dens? Something fishy's going on here. Why don't we lay these out as bait for a trap and see what's going on?
Right.
And now we hide out of sight.
Let's hide in these bushes over here.
sunset already. Those poor fools! They were so concerned with their own problems that they didn't see what I was doing at all. Now I'll take these items and go.
Aha! Stop right there, you thief!
I have to get going. I'd really love to stay.
You worthless scammer! We won't let you get away! We won't let you get away! We won't let you get away!
Please spare me.
We won't let you get away.
Wait! You forgot your sword and your kimono! Oh, they're gone. Well, in that case, that would make the rightful owner of these me now. This must be a sign of my luck finally turning around. Thanks to Buddha. I'll put these in my next gambling game and I'll win for sure.
So that was the trickster. What do we have coming up next? Hige Yagura. Beard fortification. Beard fortification? That's as crazy as you think it is. Yes. This is a big cast Kyogen play. And it concludes with a battle scene. And the battle scene is, in terms of its structure, very much like a no-drama battle scene, musically and the kind of choreography. But it's made a little sillier because it's Kyogen, and it's full of parody and satire display. This play reflects Japanese history in the mid-1500s called Sengoku Jidai in Japan, the era of the country at war. And there's chaos and warfare up and down Japan, and no powerful warlord controls Kyoto. The imperial families in Kyoto, and they're at their lowest point in their imperial history, with no income, no powerful patrons, and the only organization to support them are the people of Kyoto, which is an up-and-coming proto-bourgeois class. And so what we have happening for about 40 or 50 years, if a new emperor is going to be coronated, the only way to pay for a coronation is to get the merchants of Kyoto to pay for it. And that's how this play begins. But this play is also reflective of a time when Japan is more violent than any other time. And every class, not just the samurai, when disputes came up, resorted to martial violence to determine the winner of the disputes. That shouldn't be happening in a marriage, but in this case, it is. Enjoy a big cast play, The Fortified Beard.
I am a man who lives here in the capital. Soon, I will take part in the coronation ceremony for the new emperor. It was announced that the person in the capital with the largest beard was to be deputized and to serve as honorary constable of the guards at the coronation. Although they searched around the city and surrounding districts, they could not find a beard as impressive as mine. In other words, I am the man who was chosen. It is indeed a rare honor. Now, I will have my wife prepare an herbal wash for my beard and make my constable's uniform. Hello, wife, are you home? Are you here?
You're calling me as if you want me to do something for you. What is it?
There is a little something I'd like you to do. Come over here.
Yes. I get very nervous when you say things like that. What is it you want me to do for you?
It's not a very big request. Soon, I will go to the palace and take part in the coronation ceremony of the new emperor. It was announced that the person in the capital with the largest beard was to be deputized to serve as honorary constable of the guards at the coronation. Isn't it a great honor that I am a man who was chosen?
My, that is a great honor.
So, it is because of this that I have called you here. You must prepare an herbal wash for my beard and make my constable's uniform.
That is a lot of work. All right. Give me the money you received for the herbs and the fabric.
What are you talking about? You know the costs of the coronation ceremony are borne by the emperor's subjects.
Now you're talking like an idiot. In our circumstances, when I can hardly afford to keep a cook fire burning for 2 meals a day, how could we possibly afford to make you a constable's uniform? It would be best for you to refuse the duty.
Absolutely not. A promise is like perspiration. Once it is out, it cannot be put back.
There you go, talking like an idiot again. In our circumstances, I cannot possibly afford to make you a constable's uniform. It's just because of your beard that we're in this situation. I always thought it was disgusting anyways. Smelly, prickly, always getting in your soup. This is the perfect opportunity to shave it off and be done with it.
What? You vicious wench! Whose beard do you think this is anyways? This beard has always been without equal under heaven. Just you try to lay a finger on it, and you'll be very sorry.
It's precisely because your beard is without equal under heaven that you act like an idiot. I'm going to see to it that it gets pulled out.
You are a vicious wench. I've been too lenient with you. Now I'm going to give you a good beating. You useless, disrespectful wench.
Ow! You bastard. I will get you for beating me like this.
Yeah? What are you going to do about it?
You are going to see something.
Who's going to show me?
I am.
Generally, a woman who runs off at the mouth is establishing grounds for divorce. Get out of my sight! Go!
Ow!
Get out of here!
Ow! You're going to regret this.
What have I done that I should regret?
I will be reminding you very soon. Oh, I'm so mad! I'm so angry! I'm ready to face the flames!
vicious wench. These days, she's always talking back to me, and I've been telling myself to give her a good beating. So today, I gave her the beating she so richly deserves, and I've never felt so satisfied. Now, I think I'll go inside and rest for a bit.
My. Is that a fact? Is that so? This is terrible. Hey there. How can you be so calm at a time like this?
There's nothing particular going on.
I heard you and your wife had a fight.
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a fight. She was mouthing off, and I taught her a lesson is all.
Well, she's pretty mad about it. I overheard that she told all her friends in the neighborhood, and they're coming here very soon to get you.
What kind of idiotic talk is this?
Do not...
What kind of threat does even a large group of women amount to?
Do not talk like that. They're coming here, armed with long-handled weapons.
What? With long-handled weapons?
Nothing less.
Even if they are women. If they have weapons, then I must take some precautions.
If you mean to stand and defend yourself, let's get you ready. Leave everything to me. First, use this fortification to protect your beard.
Wow, a fortification for my beard? This should do the trick.
And use this sword to drive them off.
I am deeply in your debt. Since I will be defending the frontal assault, I beg you to assist me by defending the rear.
By all means. On that account, you have nothing to fear. Goodbye. May the fortunes of war be with you.
And with you too. Goodbye.
Such a punk.
rushed in upon him, and with giant but with beard of richly so proud, and with giant tweezers.
Well, that was a big histrionic piece, and the histrionics are going to get even more intense now, because we're leaving Kilgin, we're moving forward in time to Kabuki. And some of you maybe remember when we did big-scale Kabukis at Portland State University. What's it say? Matsu no Roka Ninjo no Ba. The bloodshed in the Pine Corridor. It's one of the most iconic scenes from The Revenge of the 47 Loyal Retainers, the most famous Kabuki play in the repertoire. We did the entire play in 2016, and we're going to start by looking at a clip from it. But I don't want to interrupt. We're going to have a video clip followed by live action. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, and also say why this is particularly bittersweet for me this time. First, that. When I was just 6, our family went to Japan for the first time. My mother and father taking 3 children along, 6, 5, and 3. And my mother went to Kabuki. She'd been an opera fan and a ballet fan and a dance fan from the time she was a girl. And she just fell in love with Kabuki. And she fell in love with the sexy actors. And the whole art. It's so in your face, as you're going to see. And just out there. And with sexy actors, of course. She's, 27 or something. And she was super lucky because her landlord had gone to school with a major Kabuki actor, so she got taken backstage, got to meet them, signed autographs, and she's been a Kabuki fanatic fan ever since, to go along with opera. And then when her son turned out to actually direct kabuki, write books about kabuki, translate kabuki, well, of course she liked that a lot. So we're gonna, because she's passed on, we're gonna honor her by decorating the live scene with one of her treasures. And back in the Edo period, avid kabuki fans really wanted their treasures, if they were samurai, their armor to be worn on stage, and for thousands, you guys are hundreds, but for thousands to enjoy. And so we've taken my mom's favorite screen and we're putting it on stage. This screen was painted in 1630s by a famous painter, Kano Naonobu. The Kano school actually painted for both the imperial family and the shogun. So that means paintings by this particular painter and his colleagues in the Kano school would have been in the real Edo Palace. What we're seeing is Edo Palace in Portland, not the real Edo Palace, but the painting is real. So enjoy that. Those of you who knew my mother well will go, oh my God, so that's how you display a painting like the one I saw every time I visited her? Yeah, they stood him on the floor like that. And so her spirit's with us through that painting, I think. Back to the play. This play features the greatest, these two scenes you're going to see feature one of the most despicable villains in all of kabuki. His name is Kono Morono, and he will be the victim of a long and complex revenge after what you see happening in this play. He starts his own demise through his 2 acts of sexual harassment and assault, and then power harassment. He seals his own fate through his lust and his pride. He is counselor to the shogun, very higher ranking than the characters he is mistreating. First, you'll see a video clip of him attempting to rape, if he cannot seduce, a beautiful woman who's the wife. She's the wife of a minor feudal lord. She's rescued by her husband's colleague, who happens on the scene just in the nick of time. This makes him all the more angry, and when he encounters her husband in the palace the next day, and this is where the live action comes in, he engages in one of the greatest bullying, power harassment scenes you're ever going to see. I think only what happens in the White House today our current chief. Then you see something like that kind of disrespectful, abusive behavior. I don't want to show this to our president because he'll get inspired by it. I'm going to get this out of the way because we're going to have an entrance here in the live acted portion. But first, we have clips from 2016, and you can see what kind of a despicable person this is in Act 1, and then Act 2 immediately follows. It will be live.
One moment, Lady Kaoyo. I wish to have a word with you. I believe you and I share in common an unspoken passion for the art of writing poetry. Will you accept from me this poem, composed with loving care? Your reply to which I will not be displeased to receive from your own lips. Kaoyo, my lady.
From his sleeve to
But you shall not cast down my intentions that easily. Until you accept my love, I will track you, chase you, wear you down. In the palace, your husband is my puppet, who rise or fall in his duties, solely on Morono's will. Oh, my lady, do you understand? In her heart are angry words, but how will refrain? Dear Lady Cow Oil, tears in her eyes. Lady Oil, Lord Hideyoshi dismissed you long ago. You linger, you are risking his displeasure. Go now, stay not a moment longer.
Yes, good sir, Wakasanosuke. With your permission, I shall take my leave.
Burdened with care, to her mansion, how will you return? No one summoned you. You are insolent, Wakasanosuke. Lady Koyo was entreating me in private audience to instruct Hangan in his palace duties. That is how even the mighty must grovel before the Shogun's chief counselor. And who are you? A country rustic, a nobody, so low a single word from Morono would send you tumbling into the streets to beg for your food. And you call yourself a samurai? A samurai? A samurai? Blocking, country bumpkin. You dare to meddle, little man? Morono's revenge, bursting in hot anger. Wakasanosuke, here in the sacred shrine before his majesty. A moment of patience is all I need. One more word to cipher, then may be thy fate. Wakasanosuke down! Lord Hideyoshi! Bow down, I say! Early the next morning, Wakasanosuke's wise old retainer took a generous bribe to Counselor Morono, entreating him to forgive Wakasanosuke's youthful impetuousness. Morono's rancor is dispelled. He turns his thoughts instead to Hangan's youth.
Thank you, guardsmen. Your service is appreciated.
I humbly beg your pardon for being more than a few moments late. I come ready for your instructions. First, however, I have been asked by my wife to deliver this letter in your hands.
What is this? A letter from Lady Cowyo to me? Ah, I understand. My poetic skill is renowned. No doubt she wishes me to place the touch of my brush upon her most heartfelt words to correct any blemishes. There is time yet before the ceremony. Sit and be at ease. To Lord Morono, a woman's love does not lie in the hopeful eye of her beholder. Not beholden to lie, I aver never to lie with you. Not beholden to lie, I aver never to lie with you. Angan, was this poem shown to you?
This is the first I have seen it, Your Excellency.
Is that so? Well, the Lord of Little Hakutu Castle has a clever wife. She can dash off a subtle poem like this. A woman so famed for her wit and beauty must be a source of great husbandly pride. Such a superlative creature, in fact, that her infatuated husband, not bearing to be separated from her, finds his sacred duties at the palace wearisome.
I see my lordship is in a playful mood. He has perhaps been drinking and is feeling in good humor. Yes, surely my lord has been drinking.
What was that? When have you seen me drinking? You, who has never so much as offered me a cup of wine. Whether I, Morono, choose to drink or not, nothing keeps me from my duty. The one who's been drinking is you, Angan. Yes, you've come here from a drinking party with your charming wife. She pours for you, and you pour for her. Isn't that why you've come to the palace late. Wasn't there a story about a stay-at-home like you, helpless beyond his front door? I seem to recall. Ah, yes. The tadpole in the bottle. There once was a little tadpole who lived in a tiny puddle. He knew of no other place between heaven and earth, and so he thought his puddle to be the most wonderful home in all the world. One day, a compassionate person passed by, just like Morono, who, taking pity, lifted the tadpole from his stagnant pool and released him into the waters of a broad river. Well, the tadpole was out of his depth, dropped so suddenly into the great world from his shallow one. Completely at a loss, willy-nilly he went this way, and willy-nilly he went that way. And in the end, he ran head first, smack into a bridge post. And shivering and quivering, and shivering and quivering, the tadpole expired. The tadpole is you. Oh, I do believe our young tadpole has lost his tail and is turning into a toad. Oh yes, with your eyes bulging out like that, you look exactly like a toad. This Morono has lived many years, but this is the first time in the palace I've seen a toad wearing clothes. Oh, come here, Bandai. Hangan's turning into a toad. Hangan is a toad. A toad. A toad. A samurai toad.
You dare compare Enya Hangan Takasada, Castle Lord of Hakushu, to a toad? You cannot possibly mean the words you have said. Have you gone out of your mind? Counselor Morno!
Watch yourself, Hangan. Remember, I am Chief Counselor to the Shogun. No one calls me insane. You are ludicrous.
You have been deliberately insulting me this whole time? Do you dare tell me that?
Indeed, I dare. And if I dare, who are you to complain?
If you dare.
If I dare. The palace! The palace! We're in the palace! Don't you know the law? Draw your sword in the palace and your entire clan will be destroyed. Don't you know that? Well, since you do know, then what are you waiting for? Draw your sword and strike me down. Draw. Draw. Kill me, Hangan. Kill me. Kill me, Hangan.
A moment, Lord Morono. I beg your indulgence. Without thinking, I spoke out of line. I implore you,
please instruct me in the duties for the ceremony. I will do as you say. Humbly I beseech you, Your Excellency.
Your hand!
My hand.
Yes, your hand.
This hand. These hands. Humbly beg your forgiveness.
So, you apologize, do you? Very well, very well. Soon instructions in great detail for today's ceremony
will be given to me.
No, not to you. To Wakasanosuke. There is no educating a provincial barbarian.
Molo, wait.
Careful, Hangan. You'll rip my trousers. Hop, hop, hop away, little toad. So, you won't hop away, will you? Would there be something else you want?
What I want is...
What you want is...
You!
Don't you know the rules?
So that's kabuki. That's your histrionics in our hijinks, hoodwinks, and histrionics. And that's the end of today's program. As soon as everyone's here for the curtain call, we're going to open it right up and you'll be able to see them. Are we ready? Are we ready? Everybody, come on out. There we go. All right, let's, of course, kabuki curtains are this color. They're rust, green, and black. The saying is that when they first needed a big curtain in the Japanese theater, back again, it was probably in the 1650s or so, nobody knew what to do. And they couldn't afford one because the theater was starting out, and so they went down to the fishing port of Edo and they bought the biggest sails they could get. And the sails weren't white. You know, the Chinese and Japanese love colorful sails, and this color stuck. It's now the standard curtain of kabuki. Let's open it up for our students. Chance to show this scene to people in Tokyo in the fall. Our playwright today, Tiffany Purvis, who wrote the trick show. The husband and wife, once his beard's gone, they're probably a loving couple. managers, stage managers. To Japan to perform with PSU ensembles. Back up a bit more. Ray Laurence, for 2 undergraduate degrees here and was in Japanese productions the whole time and now helps us create them as a musician, an amazing sculpture and plastic arts person who helps us with everything. Today, Ray was on flute. 2 years ago, you saw Ray play the Spider Demon. And now, that's my wife, Toshimi. Toshimi, because beautiful costumes are so intrinsic and essential to Japanese theater, traditional theater, and Toshimi's costume team. They are with her every day. Thank you all. And let's get a Harley and Lumiki out. Yeah. Here are 2 senpai, our big senpai. Big senpai means they've got 2 or more years under them. They've gone to Japan to perform on real no stages with professionals. I can ask them to do anything, and they can when it comes to dance and acting. Thank you. First-timers, I hope they like it enough they want to take it again next year, and they become the senpai to help out the first years next year. And that process of the senior students helping the newcomers just goes on and on. It's one of the best parts of Japanese culture. I think I got to learn in that way when I was taking lessons. My professional master, when I first went there, said, okay, it's your first time here. And he called one of his senpai deshi, said, start teaching this person. And then, after half a year, the real teacher teaches you. Well, we don't go that far, but we really rely on, for example, the makeup that you see on Ben. Who put it on? Our senpai Harley. And we hope that process keeps going. I'm now 73. I don't know how long my process will keep going, but it's going to be happening next year. All right. Keep your one more big bow, and we'll close the curtain. And then